Hey, this is Scott Bonsai. Today we're going to take a look at this Viltrox 56mm f1.4 for the EF-M system. Keep in mind that Viltrox did send me this lens to try out and make a video on. Let's get started. Clearly, one of the biggest benefits of a lens like this is that large aperture. f1.4 gives you a lot of options with your photography. Lower light situations, getting the thinner depth of field look to your photos. f1.4 definitely helps out with that. And usually lenses like this, if they start at f1.4, if you go down into the smaller apertures like 2.8, you'll get really nice improvements in image quality. First, let's go over the build quality of this lens. It's all metal. Even this little ring here for the aperture is metal. So it has that feel of a older film era lens, and the touch on it, especially if you go out in the cold, you'll definitely feel the cold. The manual focus ring on this lens is by wire. That means when you shift the focus ring on there and your camera is in manual focus, it tells the camera to adjust the lens focus. These lenses are a nice fit for the cameras. They're not too large. They're all fully internal focus, which I actually prefer with lenses. The physical size of the lens looks exactly the same as the 23 and 33. The only difference is that the hood is larger. So it makes sense with this type of lens. It's narrower focal length, but you do look inside the front and it is more glass, larger glass on there. So besides that, just the internals are different than the other two lenses. I am using the M5 today. Just seemed like a good combination. I liked how the other lenses worked with the M5. They work just the same with the M50, if not better, considering the autofocus is better on that camera. So basically, if you have an M50, expect it to be better than anything I say about the M5. This is about the minimum focus distance. Functionally, this lens is extremely similar to the 23mm and 33mm lenses from Viltrox. I actually have the same firmware version right now, so I expect they're extremely similar internally. Of course, a different focal length and maybe different motors and stuff, but this lens is extremely quiet with the autofocus motor as well as those two are. And functionally, doing photography that I did mostly with this, I didn't notice any issues. I did see that kind of aperture reset thing. Let's quickly try the video and see if it does pulsing in automatic mode. I just had the camera do that reset in video mode, so that is something with video, at least at the current firmware, you need to be aware of. With firmware 1.0.6, it seems to be a little bit more well behaved with fully automatic video mode. In this case, you can get a decent distance from the camera. Some situations having a little bit longer focal length is good. There's something over there that I can reach. The official specs for the focus distance is 0.6 meters or 1.97 foot. And you have the 52mm filter thread on here. I'm not using a filter at the moment just so I can get the best image quality possible. There is another lens in the EF-M system right now from Sigma that is the same focal length and same aperture. Difference in price, but basically they have the same specs. You want to look at this and look at the Sigma, see which one might work out for you. One difference with the two lenses, the Sigma, you need a special dock to adjust settings or maybe change the firmware if that ever happens for the Sigma. This one has a built-in micro USB port to adjust firmware and all that, which is nice. Let's look at a quick image quality test with the Sigma and the Viltrox lenses. Like the other two lenses, this one also has the aperture ring on the lens itself. It is clickless. That basically means when you go through the range, there's no little hard stops. That's a personal preference thing, and that'll be up to you if you find it useful. Nice bit of range here, so you can easily get pictures that aren't perfectly close. go f1.4. Doing aperture priority, easy enough just to see if this lens and the M50 works well enough together. It is great to see Viltrox releasing lenses for the EF-M system. Now we've got lower cost options with the larger apertures. So with 56mm, now we have the two different options, the Sigma and this Viltrox. So you have to decide for yourself which one will work out best. Things to consider with the Viltrox: you have the metal build quality, you have an included hood, you have basically easy upgradability. When they do release new firmware, you can attach it right to the lens. In photo situations, I didn't notice any issues. It's quick to focus, it's very quiet, and basically really smooth to use in photography. There are some quirks right now with video, especially automatic video. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video on the Viltrox 56mm f1.4 M lens. Keep in mind they did send this to me to check out and make the video on. Sky Photography Bonsai. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and the applause feature. All that helps out a lot. Thanks.